Got the trio back, got my friends Maria and Josh, and we are going to be talking about ending 2024 strong and laying the footprint for a quick start to 2025. So super excited to have y'all. Been missing
Yeah.
my people.
Happy to have the band back
And a good
together.
and a good
again.
topic. Very good topic. Very timely.
Yes.
Yeah. This is a great topic and perfect time of year for it, right? We got a lot going on in the industry, a lot of noise, a lot of distractions, some would say. And, you know, we all know because we're veterans, we've been doing this a while. We got to cut through the noise and we got to focus on moving our business forward. And, you know, just being disciplined about that, being tactical about it, setting some benchmarks, setting some accountability. So we're going to chat about some good topics about pushing that momentum forward into 2025. And these things go hand in hand. Whatever we're doing to end 2024 is going to translate into an incredible 2025.
Amen. That is so true.
So who wants to kick it off? I mean, I think that we can talk about both things simultaneously here.
You can, yeah. They kind of go hand in hand.
They do go hand in hand. So what do you guys got?
So we've been doing open houses and with that neighborhood prospecting, right? So we're calling the neighborhood, inviting them to the open house, making flyers, door knocking to get really in front of them. And then coming up with a game plan of following up with them throughout to try to lay that foundation. Is one of the things we're doing. What about y'all?
Well, you, Maria, what do you got?
Okay, I'm always the boring one because this time of year I start focusing on what has worked this year and what hasn't worked.
I do that.
You know, so I always turn into my analyzing mode. So that's what I've been working on lately is just making sure that I am reviewing absolutely everything that we're doing so we can make sure that we end 2024 strong and have a good setup for 2025. And a lot of that has to do with reviewing what has worked this year, what has worked well.
That's right.
Well, I mean, that's a great point to bring across because, again, you know, I think I don't want to say it's an industry, but, you know, sometimes that's the toughest part of business is to really.
It is. It's never the fun stuff, though, is it?
But it's often, you know, the most important to understand, like, what am I spending and or wasting my money on, right? What is
believe you me, I mean, here we are, veteran agents that we are, and I guarantee you, when we go back and look at it, we have wasted some money this year on things that just simply didn't work. Yeah. And with this business constantly evolving, things that used to work may not work anymore. So you have to be constantly evaluating.
Yeah,
I love that. Okay, so for me, I'm going to talk about, you know, how we really focus on finishing strong, starting quick. I like to really look at this and analyze how the specific points on how we're going to stay top of mind with our clients. Okay. Everybody has the opportunity to run a different business. We all run different businesses, but the key is to be hyper-focused on how we're going to be communicating, how we're going to be marketing with our clients over the next 30 days.
Yeah.
And one of our biggest things, to be honest with you, I tell my team every fall, I'm saying, let's make our fall like very event heavy. Okay. So we actually do a lot of events in the fall. One reason is in Michigan, we're a slightly seasonal market. So the spring market is very busy. Fall market slows down a touch. But my reasoning behind this is if we can plan a couple events in the fall, it gives you multiple touch points with all of your clients in a very cheerful, happy way. Come to the movie event, come to the happy hour. Mm-hmm. You're just really doing what it takes to stay top of mind. And that's what people are going to remember through the holidays as they're talking to their friends, as they're talking to their family. They're going to remember all these touch points that you did in the fall, and you're going to be right there when that referral comes in. So I think that's big for us is planning a bunch of events in the fall.
I'll say with the database, we do the pie giveaway. We do a lot in the fall.
We do too.
Well.
Yeah.
But another thing too is a little bit of our scripts have changed a little bit, right? We're getting into our database saying, what is your real estate goal? What does that look like? And instead of being like, do you want to see a home today? More of what does your goal look like? Is it 6 months, 3 months, a year? And then just making sure that we are updating the database and staying really on top of that.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And that's for us, that's a little bit more of the year-end review with our clients. We do a lot of that in January, but again, the stuff goes hand in hand. I think outside of the event piece of it, I would challenge everybody. Getting back to the top of mind piece is like, because I know we do this as a team. What are the 4 or 5 things that you're going to be great at over the next 90 days? Because the other thing we need to understand is, historically speaking, our competition slows down this time of year.
That's right.
I mean, our competition, I know this to be a fact. Our competition in real estate slows down. Everybody's 9 months into the business. Some people are tired, and there's really an opportunity for you to catapult through the next couple months. Mm-hmm. So I would challenge everybody to pick 3 to 4 things that you're going to be incredibly great at. And I would also challenge you to pick an accountability partner. We are very big on accountability partners. And whether that's social media posts, whether that's following up with your sphere of influence, whether that's open houses, whether that's client events, whether that's following up with past leads, do the things at a high level, time block, and make sure you're holding yourself accountable, and make sure you have an accountability partner. I mean, these are all small things that are going to help you thrust.
No, but you're 100% right, Josh, on that, because I know that in the past, I never really thought about it that way. But in the past, I've had agents about this time of year get slow. And the ones that just say, oh, it's slow, I'm going to focus on my children, they have a horrible first quarter. But the ones that come in there like, we're going to make phone calls, we're going to prospect, we're going to get our database in order, they end up having an incredible first quarter.
I may be giving y'all both like a huge tip here. Y'all know it's CRS week this week.
Yeah.
Do y'all know that? Okay.
No,
so there is a code out there, and everything is 50% off too. So if you're having any issues out there where you're trying to get motivated, all of these topics that we're talking about, I looked through the catalog just today and signed up for several of them. A lot of them, there are classes out there on exactly what we're talking about. So if you're having a little trouble getting started with it and you need a little nudge, go out there and register this week, because it's 50% off all of your classes this week.
Right.
So I'm nudging myself this week.
I mean, it's so critical, and I know that we keep kind of repeating the same topic again, but I feel like I need to continue to get this point across, because I've been on the other end of this many years. You have a great year, you feel complacent, and then you're like, you know what? I'm going to kind of start working again in December, January. Well, next thing you know, you're having like Maria said, you're having the worst first quarter of your career.
That's
right?
Don't do it.
So not do it. You have an opportunity right now to finish strong and start strong. And it's going to take some massive commitment. And, again, the number one trait of high performing individuals is being aware, self-awareness of reality. So let's all be aware of being committed and disciplined. Okay.
Yes. And if you're not disciplined, like I'm not, I was like, all right, what am I going to do to make myself disciplined? I literally went in and signed up for a bunch of the classes, because guess what? Now I'm committed.
Right.
I am committed.
Absolutely. This business has never been rocket science. It's always been about the discipline and committed and sticking to a few things and being great at those things. Okay. The other thing I wanted to touch on, because I was chatting with my team about this today, I actually asked them to question so I could get their perspective on what they believe to be important right now. If we are going to be dialed in to, fanatical prospecting, to our sphere of influence, to past leads, you better know how to communicate your value through all of the changes in the industry now, right? So What's going to happen if a random buyer asks you a very specific question about the new changes in the industry? You better be sharp. I mean, please be sharp.
So what is the question you told your team? What question did you ask them?
I just asked them, I said, hey, what do you believe is the best ways to get off to a, to ramp up the end of 2024 and get off to a fast start? And then the first thing that came to mind is, fanatical prospecting to your sphere of influence, staying top of mind through all these events. And the second thing that came to their mind was being able to communicate at a high level the changes in the industry, because those conversations, if you're prospecting correctly, those conversations are going to come up. They're always coming up. And if you can't explain the changes and or your value, you're going to lose all credibility, right? So we've got to work on those confident conversations right now.
Yeah.
I'm
taking notes.
I've drilled them into my mind, because even though I felt like I could talk to that and talk intelligently, I still went and took some scripting classes on it and things like that, because you know what? It's good to be polished. It's good to be ready. It's good to be polished. And you know what? If you're not, somebody else is out there taking those classes, studying those scripts, studying what's going on, and they're going to get the jump on you. So very important.
Love it. Love it. So we've all got an opportunity to be crisp, disciplined, better. That's what we're focused on today. And we need to
Oops. Josh, you froze. I'm sure whatever he's saying is very important.
I know.
And
he always has the best. He always has the best tips, doesn't he?
And look at his pondering face, like he's in deep thought.
I know.
Well, I'm sure that what he's saying is good. Maria, I would love a copy of your scripts that you got.
I will absolutely.
Would you mind emailing those?
Uh-oh, he dropped.
Uh-oh.
I wonder if he's having weather.
I thought we were the only ones having here, but I'm still here. I mean, I look like crap, but I'm still here. Well,
there is. I was gonna add about what he was saying about know your value. Amen. And it is so important right now to know your value, especially with all the changes in the market.
So what is your value? When somebody asks you, Maria, what do you say?
Okay. I've got a whole list of things that I do, so I don't want to go through it here, but I mean, I've got a whole list and I keep it beside my computer. And the reason being, I don't care. Even as comfortable as I feel, sometimes they may come at me and ask a question and I may need something to rely on. So I'll just go back and, and rely on it. So I have it all like taped to my desk. So when I'm talking on the phone, I can glance over there.
Yeah.
But
Josh, we missed you. You did stop at a funny spot because you were like,
you were totally going. You were into it.
Hey, you catch me on a Monday. I got all the energy in the world, ready to roll.
Yeah. But I was going to say, Jennifer, there's a class out there about knowing your value.
Oh, awesome.
So if people are struggling with that, there are classes out there that you can take that will help you determine what is my value, what is my real focus and my real value that I'm giving to my buyers and my sellers. It'll help you with that.
I feel like I already pretty much have that down.
I do too.
I've been working on that for a while, but I would love to see what you learned in the class just so I could help maybe some of the newer agents on the team come up with their value. Talking about showing your value in classes that she took on prospecting.
Yeah. I love it. I mean, there's so many opportunities out there to dive into, whether it's analyzing if you need a coach, analyzing if you need an accountability partner. I mean, so many opportunities to hold yourself accountable. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think consistency. I think not giving up, keeping at it, consistent.
Okay. I love it. So I think that I'm just, we haven't been on a call in a while, and you know how my mind works, very chronologically thinking. So
I like
We
it.
have talked about a lot of things that can finish strong for 2024. And all these things are based on commitment, discipline, doing the work, and operating at a high level. And Maria, you touched on this a little bit, but let's talk about like 2 or 3 high level things that we're all going to be doing this fall in analyzing our business so we can catapult into 2025. By the time November 1st hits, we are into our systems, our processes. Like, let's talk about what you guys think is important. 2 or 3 things on what are we going to do, from business planning to, you name it.
I think it's important, your sphere of influence, contacting them. It's, that will be with your parties or with our pie giveaway or, whatever you have. I think that's important to stay in front of them, prospecting to them with some value. So we do it with the pies. I also think, I think prospecting in general, I mean, to me, just, and I do that January call too, but when I do the January call, it's more towards my sphere of influence and sellers. But, just trying to think this time of year, doing it with buyers as well.
Right. Love it.
What about
a lot of top of mind there. What do you got, Maria? You mentioned analyzing your business expenses, things of that nature. What else you got?
I'm doing all of that. That's a given for me. I do that every single year. I'm very, very consistent with that. And we started a new event last year, and we actually have met a lot of different people through that event. They had and we hope that it's going to continue because it was a great event, but a trick-or-treating type thing where they do like a huge trunk or treat. And, with all of these things coming up, the weather is absolutely beautiful here in the fall. Fall is a great time for us to get out and do a lot of events. So we are going to be doing a lot of events this fall. We got our pies coming up too.
Yeah.
Love it. So a lot of top of mind stuff, which I love. That's going to carry us into 2025. I am thinking about just in being preparation and being prepared for 2025. I'm going to go back to what Maria said is I'm going to challenge all the agents to analyze your business over the past couple of years, right? Look at every single transaction. Look at every single dollar of income. And look at those lead sources and ask yourself what's working and what is not working. And then go a little bit deeper and say, now is the time for me. I have the opportunity to define what my business is going to look like for 2025, right? I'm very crystal clear on what is working for me. I can analyze farming works incredibly well for me, okay?
Yeah.
My sphere of influence works incredibly well for me. Agent referrals works incredibly well. So I'm analyzing all of this, and I'm committed to building prospecting in all of these different silos of business. So you have to analyze the past to move forward in the future. And I just want to challenge everybody to look at what's working, what's not working, focus on being great at 4 to 5 things. Once you determine what those things are, then you're going to build accountability pieces. You're going to time block around those things. By the time you get to November 1st, and I keep saying November 1st is because we want to have our systems in place by then. We don't want to have our systems in place January 1st and we're already 30 days into the year and then we start prospecting. Have your systems in place.
You're behind the 8 ball then.
Yeah.
And then you're going to fly into 2025, but it's going to take commitment. It's going to take you analyzing the business that you want to run. And it's going to take, understanding how to be profitable. And you've got to dig deep in that. I spent 45 days last year analyzing every single dollar up and down for the entire team. What are we spending? What's working? What's not working? And then you know what I did? I cut out all the shit. Cut out the shit.
I always say, cut the fat. Cut the fat.
Cut it out. I said, there's certain things that I didn't like spending money for, and I wasn't making money, and it just annoys me. So focus on what
if it's not giving your business a return, why are you doing it?
That's right.
Right. And furthermore, if it's not fulfilling your happiness, why are you doing it? Right?
Amen.
See,
I
now,
get it.
Josh, you always bring me back to that, and I always forget to include that in my plan, and you always remind me of that. And I
Yeah.
appreciate that because I am part of that plan.
Yeah. I mean, most agents need to hear that. Like, this can be a stressful business, and you have the opportunity to work in different layers of things that you actually enjoy. So if you don't enjoy making expired phone calls, guess what? You don't have to. Pick something you want to do and be great at it.
You know what? I love that you remind me of that every year. It's like, I am really not enjoying that. Maybe I can do something else.
Right.
Look,
Right.
Nimesh, very right. Just do it.
Right. I love it. Nimesh, thank you. Most of us just do it and we don't analyze enough, but man, we all have a great opportunity
That's right.
to focus on what's going to make us great and what's going to make us profitable. And if you really analyze everything, up and down, like, this can be a magical business. It can be an enjoyable business, and it can be a profitable business, but you got to run it like a business.
That's right. I love it.
So what else? Is that all we got for today?
I think that's it. I think you covered a lot, right?
I think so too.
I think the
I'm
overwhelming.
pretty excited about 2025.
Yeah.
I think there's some good things coming up. So I think it's going to be a good year.
Yeah. I keep telling my agents on my team, I don't know if this makes me sound like cocky or overconfident, but I consider this time like the great separation. Okay. The great separation, meaning there's agents that are going to buy in right now, and they are going to commit, and they're going to be disciplined, and they're going to be great, and they're going to work on their communication skills and their attention to detail, and they're going to take market share. And you have an opportunity right now to just buy in, be great, lead the industry, lead the consumers, be great at what we do. And I believe that you and we all will be rewarded for that.
I think so too.
I
love it.
No better time to start than today too. Fourth quarter is approaching fast, right?
Yeah. God, 2 weeks, right?
I know. So think about that.
Yeah.
Jump in and start today. No sense
Do
in
it.
waiting for fourth quarter. Do it today.
That's right.
Love it. Anybody out there, we're always available for questions. Anything, message. Like, we love chatting about real estate as always.
We do.
You got how many years? We got like 50, 60 years of experience here in this one room.
That's right.
Let's share away. So we love you all, and let's keep leading the industry. That's the bottom line. Absolutely.
And next week I will be in Colorado, and I will actually be interviewing our new RE/MAX president, Amy Lissinger. So stay tuned. Hopefully it's at 5 o'clock. Should be at 5 o'clock, same time, same place. So super excited. Except for
so excited for you though.
Yeah,
that's going to be awesome. She's amazing though.
Yeah, I can't wait to get to know her more. So super excited about it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Y'all have a great day, and thank y'all again.
So good getting back with y'all.
I know. I
missed you guys.
I know. I miss y'all too. Josh, I appreciate you keeping us. You got 2 cats running in, and you do a good job.
Keep us in line.
It's all good. It's all good. I love chatting with you guys, and then we'll get to hopefully see you both in person in a couple of weeks, right?
That's right. I can't wait.
Yes.
Okay. Have a great day. Yeah.
Absolutely. Bye, guys.